analysis look at the end there. Were you happy with that shot, or do you feel like you could have got something better there?
Ben was trying to do the right thing and probe. Like at that point, it's a 2-point game. We didn't have timeouts. It's on the fly, and it's an open look. And so I'm not unhappy with that. I give Miami credit. They crowded the paint. Ben's a missile playing downhill. They showed a crowd. He kicked it out. And, 2 would have been good. If 3 would have won it. And so I don't mind the look.
Why do you think you struggled against their zone?
I think that we ended up overthinking it probably too much. I feel like we've been really quite good against the zone this year. I think we got the 5th best offense in the NBA against the zone, so they tell me. I feel like it put us on our heels, and I don't feel like we responded the way that I thought we would. I think it crept into our defense. It watered us down kind of both sides of the ball. And finally we got some life going in the 4th period. But I feel like it was as much a mentality and mood swing as it was anything. I think structurally we got the ball inside. We were what, 12 for 39 from threes. I just think that it put water on our mood.
Make you guys passive almost in a way, in a manner of speaking, Brett?
I think a little bit, like with the zone, you're always trying to go inside out. You're always trying to find a hole. There are many gaps. We ended up having our best offense when we just came out and set an angle screen and played downhill and, just buried our head and went. Now, as a coach, at times, you don't feel like you're helping you guys if that's all you got. You want to get Joel Embiid the ball in the middle of the floor or down along the baseline. And, our league obviously isn't much of a zone league. The 49 possessions that we have played zone this year, they say we were the 5th best offense. It didn't feel like it tonight. And I think that it crept into our spirit and our mood. And yes is the long answer, or the short answer too. I think it didn't make us very, I think it slowed us down. We weren't proactive.
When you say that your defense is watered down after that, what specifically do you mean by that?
Just, when you get down and you're having to deal with the zone, I felt, and maybe the players would be able to respond to this better, I felt like that lack of aggression where we were sort of stuck in mud and on our heels crept into our defense. I didn't think we had a sting to our defense. I will say, I feel like when I scrutinized the game, what did they have 4 threes at the, with the second left, one of them banked in? Sometimes it's just not your night, and there were times as, they're hurling up shots at the end of clocks, 4 of them, one of which was a bank shot. You feel like, maybe it's going to be a long night. Coach, but I do give Miami, I want to make sure you hear me. I give them credit. They sat in the zone. It's unusual in the NBA, and they beat a good team on their home court. And I give them credit.
What did you make of Ben's game overall, especially with his late game defense at the end, even though it kind of came short?
I think that Ben Simmons is first an all-league defensive player. I think I'm probably biased because I'm his coach. He has to be considered amongst the elite, maybe one of the better defensive players, candidates of the year, in my opinion. When he puts his mind to it and goes after boards, that's when it really stands out to me. But I thought defensively he was swarming, prideful, and we needed it. We just didn't get that juice that we needed for the large majority of the game from others.
Did you think with the success you had late in the game, with the pressure, that's something?
Sorry, Rich, I can't hear you.
With the pressure at the end of the game, when you went full court, you got a couple steals. I mean, you almost got a chance to win the game. Is that something you might look at going forward?
As an identity?
Just as maybe even a change-up?
Maybe. Maybe. I think, we've done little bits of that in the past. Is it something that we're going to be? I don't know. My mind is always driven toward what's it going to look like in the playoffs. Is that a style of play that you really ever see? And the answer is no, you don't. You may see it in little dribs and drabs, to your point, I think. you know, I do feel like we have it in us to maybe extend our defense a little bit. I wouldn't say that's who we are.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.